the level of passion and commitment and involvement and the energy that those people bring to that race is amazing.
I'm going to give Fox a lot of credit because I think when a new broadcast partner comes in, we saw it with Amazon and in NASCAR, there's a brand new energy. It's a brand new feeling. And I know the Indy 500 probably doesn't need that. It looks spectacular, by the way. I've been to Brickyard many times and I've never been to the Indy 500. I have got to get out there.
Yes.
How do you, like, where does that, you've worked so many events, right? Like you've done so many great things. I mean, everything. Where is that on that list?
Indy is special. Indy is different. So when ABC came to me and said, "Hey, we want you to start doing the Indy 500." You know, I was doing all the NASCAR stuff. They had other people that were doing the IndyCar, and they said, "We want you to do our IndyCar stuff." And I thought to myself, okay, I've done, I don't know how many Brickyard 400s from this racetrack already.
Yeah.
It's the same booth. It's the same speedway. I know where the credential office is. The same hotel, the whole thing.
Jamie Little's right there.
And yep. And then I got there and it was totally different. The first Indy 500 I ever saw, I called on national television, and it's totally different. The energy, the feel. There's something about Indianapolis and in May. Everyone in the city, everyone in the state has a personal connection to that race.
Yeah.
I don't care whether it's, the barista handing you your iced coffee in the morning on the way to the racetrack.
I never thought of that.
They see the credential hanging around your neck and they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm going Friday to Carb Day." Yeah, we go every year. I don't go to the race because, but I used to, when I was a kid, my grandfather used to take me to, time trials. Everybody has a story. And so the level of passion and commitment and involvement and the energy that those people bring to that race is amazing. And it didn't take long for me to get absolutely, look, Indy 500, when I was a kid, was one of the first events that made me want to do what I do now. Right? That telecast. I can remember being a kid in elementary school, and there was this little paperback, but Brock Yates wrote this book, 30 Days in May, the story of the Indianapolis 500. And I dog-eared this thing.
Yeah.
And that was probably like 8 years old. So just to get to Indy for the Brickyards so now to be involved in the Indianapolis 500 and to be, think about what it's like when they're getting that whole pre-race thing going and you're the one, and it's a whole thing to get that time timed right in the, the Purdue marching band.
I want to start crying right now. You're getting like
back home again in Indiana, and the national anthem, everything's gone down to the second, and it's so awesome to be in the middle of that and help them pull that off in such a way that 300,000 people are on their feet screaming.
Welcome to the show.